we're students from the Law Faculty of University of 17 Agustus 1945, Surabaya. Before we start our video, let me introduce ourselves. I'm Aradania with the last 3 digits of my identification number is 197.
Hello, I'm Maharani with the 3-digit number of identification is 218.
Hello, my name is Sylvie Fatikasari with the 3-digit of my student identification number is 169.
I'm Marivia Norinda with the 3-digit of my student identification number is 179.
I'm Rifki Hasan with the 3-digit of my student identification number is 2685.
I'm Maulana Jan Jambuka with the 3 digit of my student identification number is 2286.
So we all know about human rights, right? The right to live and then
Freedom from discrimination,
The right to freedom and equality.
etc. And apparently, a clean environment is a part of the human rights. Yes, so we're gonna talk about that and start this video
Asking some opinion from our friends.
and then we will explain about our topic later. So we're gonna ask a few questions to our friends. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Arsya Abdullah Rabbani. I'm from ITS.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Nadine Isananda dan saya berasal dari UPN Veteran Jawa Timur.
Hello, my name is Dian. I'm from Untak, Surabaya.
Hello, my name is Ivan Putra. I'm from Surabaya.
Ya, halo, perkenalkan saya Dito. Saya alumni dari Surabaya, jurusan Ilmu.
Well, thank you for willingly to do this interview with us. We're gonna talk about human rights here.
Right to life, freedom from discrimination, the right to freedom and equality, etc.
but did you know that a clean environment is a part of the human rights too?
No.
Ya, saya pernah mendengar hal itu, jadi saya cukup tahu.
Yes, I know about it.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
About that, today we're gonna talk about our beloved country, Indonesia, and one of our unsolved problem that is trash problem or our waste management problem. What do you think about the environment in our country? Is it good as long as the streets look clean, or is it actually still bad?
It depends on the location. As far as I know, it's kind of both. So, in some places it's bad. It's still kind of bad.
Menurut saya di Indonesia ini terdapat kesenjangan ya, di mana di distrik-distrik besar terlihat jalanan itu begitu bersih, namun nyatanya di tempat saya yang distriknya lumayan pinggir, di mana kebetulan saya tinggal di Surabaya Timur, itu masih kurang terurus, masih terlihat sampahnya berserakan. Jadi ya menurut saya masalahnya ada di kesenjangan itu.
Jadi pengelolaan sampahnya termasuk tidak merata ya Mas ya?
Iya, tidak merata.
I think it's kind of bad because the lack of people in managing waste, as well as the lack of people awareness on throwing their bits in its place. So I don't know, maybe people always like throwing their bits like, yeah.
Actually, waste management in our country is quite good. It's just that we still lack self-awareness regarding our own environment. So it would be good if we care more about our environment.
Untuk pengelolaan sampah sendiri itu mungkin kalau dari jalanan dari itu kurang nggak cukup ya, karena emang lingkungan di sekitar kita kan bukan cuma jalanan gitu, karena ada kayak lokal atau ada gitu. Jadi emang perlu diperhatikan di pengelolaan.
Now let's bring it down from country to city, a little closer to our own neighborhood, especially your own neighborhood. What do you think about the environment on your neighborhood, especially about the waste management thing?
Well, it's kind of good in my neighborhood.
Ya, sehubungan dari pertanyaan nomor 2 tadi, saya sudah informasikan kalau saya itu tinggalnya di daerah, bukan daerah yang begitu besar, jadi di sini pengelolaan sampahnya itu kurang baik. Mungkin penjadwalan terhadap pengambilan sampahnya itu masih kurang sering atau bagaimana saya tidak tahu. Tapi yang pastinya bisa dilihat sampah itu masih ada di mana-mana setiap harinya. Tidak bisa bersih seperti distrik-distrik yang mungkin ada di luar sana, ada di tempat-tempat yang besar, di jalan-jalan utama, itu sangat berbeda.
In my neighborhood, I think it's kind of good because I don't see any trash on the street, but my neighborhood is close to river and there's a lot of trash. I think maybe you can call it better because the street is clean, but if you look on the river, yeah, it's still dirty. I think we need to managing the waste on the river.
On my own neighborhood,
Yes.
the condition of waste management in my neighborhood is quite good. The residents have started implementing waste bank and sorting their waste up as separating plastic, cardboard, and so on. And sometimes it can be expensive for money.
Kalau di lingkungan saya sendiri biasanya itu dalam minggu hari kita mengadakan kayak kerja bakti gitu. Itu sebenarnya bukan kayak untuk mengelola sampahnya kita itu untuk memberikan minyak kerja. Itu untuk sampahnya memang dijadikan satu. Biasanya kalau kayak sampah-sampah daunan atau apa yang bisa dibakar itu dibakar. Terus sisanya ya dibuang ke tempat sampah diinfokan di sana.
Okay, now we will compare our country with one of the cleanest country in the world, Rwanda.
In Indonesia, we still have a huge problem with our waste management. Even though we already have that law that regulate that, but it's still ineffective based on the reality we saw here.
So, Rwanda is one of the cleanest country in the world.
That is incredible. But how they can achieve that? Okay, so, well, Rwanda have two ways to keep their country clean.
First, allow that prohibit to use plastic and plastic bags.
Second one, they have a program called Umuganda. Now let me explain about Umuganda. Umuganda is a national program. It's more like a monthly community service every last Saturday of the month
To not only clean but also renovate or build a school or other things that see in need. So every last Saturday of the month,
everyone from the age of 18 to 65, they must join this community service. Now, can you guess the participant of the program is? We have a few choice you can choose.
A is only the people of Rwanda. B, only the higher ups or the people of Rwanda government and even president. And C, only the people of Rwanda and the tourists that stay in Rwanda. And D, all answer is right.
I think all answers right.
Mungkin semua jawaban benar ya, karena harusnya harus menyapu semuanya, jadi saya kira yang terakhir.
I think it's B. Our answer is right.
I think B is the correct answer, maybe.
Jawaban semua benar.
Okay, so the correct answer is D. Everyone, including the president,
Even the tourists must join this monthly community service in Rwanda.
now you see we actually have a similar thing in Indonesia. It's called gotong royong, and their product is called kerja bakti. Do you think it's similar or different to Umuganda? And why do you think so?
I think it's similar, but in Indonesia it's not obliged by the law, so it's different.
Menurut saya sedikit berbeda karena maaf programnya tadi mungkin mencakup hampir semua masyarakat, hampir semua kalangan masyarakat maksudnya. Dibandingkan mungkin jika kerja bakti di sini itu hanya sebatas RT atau RW saja dan dijadwalkannya juga mungkin terserah masing-masing tempat gitu. Jadi ya juga tidak bisa dijanjikan kadang ada, kadang tidak ada, kadang sesuai keluarga juga ada yang ikut, ada yang tidak ikut, ya seperti itu.
I think it's different because if kerja bakti or gotong royong it's not a daily, I mean, there's no schedule on it. Like, randomly, like, we usually randomly doing it like maybe once per month or maybe, yeah, there's no schedule.
Yeah, I think it seems similar. It's just that it's not in all regions in Indonesia implement kerja bakti, and in Indonesia, it seems like tourists are not involved in it.
Sebenarnya berbeda ya, karena kalau di Indonesia, tepatnya di lingkungan saya sendiri itu kerja bakti ya untuk lingkungan sekitar aja. Jadi kalau misalkan diadakan satu RT gitu ya, untuk membersihkan RT luas gitu. Jadi nggak sama kayak untuk membangun atau merenovasi fasilitas masyarakat gitu.
Okay, now we know about Umuganda. And now it's time for our group opinion. Our group have this opinion about applying things that is similar to Umuganda. That is called Kerja Bakti Naik Level. Kerja Bakti Naik Level is the Kerja Bakti that we used to know. Gathering together with our neighbor, then cleaning our neighborhood area. But what makes it different is this will be a national monthly program. And not only the neighborhood area, but like once in a while the local government can arrange the gathering to clean or to simply renovate a small building image together. For example, like cleaning the local beach together, and then maybe cleaning the nearest park, and things like that. About the detail on the rules, we can try to copy Umuganda, where everyone from the age of 18 to like maybe 40 here must join this event, and even the president and the government people must join this monthly community service. This program will not only bring a better and cleaner environment, but also leveraging our abundant human resource, and then enriching harmony and closeness amongst the residents, and thus enhancing the residents' abilities and knowledge about preserving a healthy environment and also constructing buildings. Okay, now we move on to the last question. What do you think if Umuganda or Kerja Bakti Naik Level is applied in our country? Are you down to this idea or no thanks?
Me personally, I'm down because I think it's gonna be a good change of pace. The place usually, yeah, in my own neighborhood, it's kind of clean, but not far from my place, it's kind of ass, bro. It's kind of dirty, so yeah, I'm down.
Ya, sangat setuju ya, apalagi terhadap tempat saya tinggal ini, saya sangat setuju jika diadakan seperti itu karena ya saya pasti juga tertarik untuk ikut bersih-bersih.
I think it's a good idea for our country because we need a better place and healthy environment for our future generation, and especially on the river because we use the water like daily from for drink, take a bath, and like washing our clothes, washing dishes, and we need the water. And our source water is from the river, and the river is still it's very bad, I think.
I think I agree with that. We can also increase people awareness to care more about the environment, and it will be better if more people do. So it will be easier to take care of environment.
Kalau menurut saya setuju ya, karena ini tadi yang disebutkan kakak itu kan untuk usia 18 sampai 19 tahun. Nah, usia tersebut memang harus produktif gitu ya, apalagi untuk meningkatkan kesadaran anak untuk kebersihan lingkungan itu kan juga menjadi juga, apalagi memperhatikan fasilitas masyarakat yang kita gunakan sendiri gitu. Iya, sangat bermanfaat.
Okay, thank you so much for your opinion. That means a lot to us. Don't forget to watch the video while it's up on the YouTube. And alright, see you later, guys. There's ups and downs, pros and cons on every idea. But if it have more pro opinion, why don't we give it a try, right? Okay, that's all from our group. We are sorry if there's any unconscious mistakes we make during the video. Hope you enjoy and inspired by this. And see you next time. Bye bye.